Christians actually have it pretty simple. It really boils down to the fact that we actually have but two choices. Simple, but not easy. From the Christian perspective, we're either going to serve the little God, man, who like to be God, or the real God. We're either going to do things that will ultimately lead to destruction, which the Scripture refers to as the things of the world, or we're going to concentrate on the things of God and reap accordingly. Simple, but not necessarily easy. So we've got heaven and hell, and we've got good and bad. It's really a matter of you're being bad or you're being good, of you're being obedient or you're being disobedient, two scriptural directives. Ultimately, you're going to reap what you sow in the form of the curse or the blessing. Actually quite simple, but it's not easy. You notice there are really only two choices here. We can believe a lie and operate in fear, or we can believe the truth and operate in faith. Put another way, we can be against Him. The Scripture refers that to pleasing man, or we can be for Him, which the Scripture refers to as pleasing God. The focus is either the temporal or the eternal. Simple, but not easy. Really, when you look at the Scripture, you may ask, where are these grays that we hear so much about? Where are they in Scripture? Well, actually, there are none. There's no grays. Things are either on one side or the other. Relativism actually has no place in or support in Scripture. The choices are simple. They're just not easy. I have a theory about what grays are. There's a little book called The Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. Reading is actually a must if you enjoy testing your brain a little. It's a book that's written about a senior devil instructing a junior devil in the art of temptation. I don't suggest you learn how to, master that art. It's really a hard read, though, because after you've been reading the Bible, which is teaching you how to do good things, you end up reading this little book that's teaching you how to be really good at doing bad things. It's actually worth that little bit of a brain bend just to get a perspective on what things are going on. Now, if I were the devil, and I did not want you to believe the one true God, what would I do? I'd get rid of the black and white. I'd get rid of the idea of right and wrong. I'd create a whole bunch of grays, and I'd make both ends extreme. Then I would introduce all kinds of evil as choice on the notion of there not being a right and wrong, or truth or lies. No black and whites, just grays. Isn't that what the world does to us? We are constantly fed grays. We are supposed to accept the progressive notion that everything is okay because nothing in and of itself is right or wrong. Nothing but grays. If you challenge this thinking and suggest that there are absolutes in morality, you're likely going to find that you're not going to get a lot of support for your position. Because doing so, you're actually stepping on someone else's faith system. One where there is no truth, no absolutes, and freedom for all to do as they wish. However, it is not the freedom to do as we wish that is at issue here, but where will it lead us? You can be worldly minded, or you can be heavenly minded. For true believers, it really ends up being that simple. It's just not easy.